You know, I don't think anybody has ever actually accused any member of the Trump family of actually being self-aware. And yesterday, Donald Trump Jr. showed just how not self-aware he was when he tweeted out an article from, of course, the Daily Caller, talking about Hunter Biden and Joe Biden and how Hunter has tried to cash in on his father's position. Here's the tweet that Jr. sent. He said, "It's almost like the whole Biden family is entirely dependent on Joe holding public office." Except he didn't say entirely dependent. He actually said entity dependent. So he couldn't spell that word correctly. But anyway, it's almost like the whole Biden family is entirely dependent on Joe holding public office. And I know that must be tough for you, Donald Trump Jr., you know, having to cash in on your father's name for your entire life, having no actual accomplishments of your own. It's all predicated on your daddy, and all of his successes are actually predicated on his father before him. That's nepotism, Donnie Jr., and you don't even see it. Now, obviously, the internet roasted Trump for this. It was glorious to behold, because most people in this country understand that, yes, Donald Trump Jr., Eric Trump, Ivanka Trump, they have been cashing in on Donald's name since the day they were born. Since they could first learn to talk, they knew that they were privileged, and it all came from dad. They've done nothing for themselves. Never have, never will. They're just coasting on his coattails, and it's probably not going to take them too much farther. But here's the problem with this. As I mentioned, Donnie Jr. doesn't understand. He, honest to God, doesn't think that this also applies to him. He doesn't think nepotism runs in the Trump family, but it does in the Biden family, and he's going to keep talking about that. And no matter how many gotcha quotes people put on Twitter, roasting him, making fun of him, mocking him, whatever it is, it's not going to get through to him. And he is going to continue to say these things, and Republicans are going to continue to eat it up. You know, we have a choice right now. Do we want to hear about Hunter Biden and Ukraine and Burisma for the next 10 months and possibly the next 4 years after that? Or do we want to be talking about issues like Medicare for all, a Green New Deal, debt-free college, things like that? That is the choice that Democratic voters still can make, and we can make it correctly. And in case you're on the fence, let me tell you, talking about Hunter Biden for the next 9 or 10 months isn't the right choice. Republicans would love nothing more than that opportunity, so I strongly suggest that you do not give it to them. What are you doing? It's over. The video's over. I'm done complaining about everything, and that's it. The end. Leave. Well, okay, if you're going to stick around, maybe you should give us a like, a comment, a share, or just subscribe to stay connected with all of our content. Or maybe you should consider becoming a member for some exclusive content and perks. Just follow the link in the description. Now, go. Just go.